We are going to open it up for a few minutes for audience Q&A. So if you have a question, the great team out there will assist you and we will hear your question. Dave, will you be offended if people are not dressed as your character at next year's Comic-Con?
Well, let me just say this. I'm glad you brought this up.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are aware. Raw has become somewhat of a sex icon online. Where my furries at? Let me hear ya.
Oh my God, that's a mic.
Oh God, first question.
Hold on, wait, okay.
If this question is not for me, I'm gonna be so upset.
Okay, try it again, maybe? Okay.
Hello, okay. First, thank you for directing Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It's one of my favorite movies. Second question, okay, my question is for the directors and Dave Franco. How do you hope people to love this character? Because I know people loved Burrito and Death and Puss in Boots: The Last Race. They got a lot of praise, but how do you hope for people to fall in love with Raw in the movie?
How do I hope they fall in love with Raw? I think sexually. I'll let you guys think.
PG!
Hard PG!
Hard PG!
I think I'd better take the second half of that question.
Teenager, right? Just to make sure. Because I know like a lot of drama on the internet. Just
I think going back to the root of that, it is a really good question about, I think with all of these characters, how are you going to connect with them, to feel for them? This story, in a big picture, like we have so much fun in the creating process, but underneath everything, this story is about connection. It's about friendship. And like you mentioned, Raw, in a way, is just, he has this crazy excitement, enthusiasm, seeing the friendship that Joe and Raisa share. And that comes out in him. The connection he wants, it's a high five. That means so much to him. And as the story actually progresses, you see that he's the only one on the island that doesn't have anyone and won't even get high fives. So it's turning, you got the awe, like that, turning that what seems as just a joke, that is actually a character thing that means so much to him. So that's, I think, how we approach everything, to make sure you love these characters.
Thank you. Oh my God, you already have cosplay.
Oh.
Girl, look.
It's Joe.
Oh my God.
You look amazing.
Amazing. My name is Cheryl. I'm also from Vallejo. What's up, her? My question is there any possibility that her and Lea Salonga will have a musical moment?
That's a great question, and that would be a dream come true. That would truly be a dream come true. I mean, I hope so one day. You never know.
Wow.
But I do love Leia. She is an icon, and I look up to her so much. So it's insane that we've gotten to work with her on this project. It's really a full circle moment.
And you look great.
Thank you, Joe.
Hi, my name is Sunil. First of all, Dave, big fan of The Rental, so really got to see it. For the filmmakers, one of my favorite, most exciting things about the movie is how so many different animation styles changes from like anime to 2D at any given time. So I'm curious as to whether those decisions are made at the script stage or whether you decide them when you're actually animating.
Yeah, they were in the script, and from what Joel and I started pushing in Puss in Boots, we wanted to kind of double down on that. It's like we love, again, like you said, we love anime and we love all forms of animation, and this was really just an opportunity to show, like, let's show how much we love this medium and our fellow artists and the standing on the giants that come before us and really show an homage to like this whole craft and really just like have the best time with it and hopefully people feel our love. But yes, it is like it is from the beginning we kind of had that vision.
This is like secondary, but like what you just saw of that hand-drawn 2D animation was actually done in the Philippines by a studio called Snipple. And yeah, round of applause for that. That's one of the amazing things about opening and kind of breaking the boundaries of what people expect from an animated film, from any film. You discover and are introducing audiences to new talent, and super grateful that we got to tap into so much talent, especially in the Philippines.
And I just have to, speaking about like what this movie means to all of us and the representation for this community, this amazing Filipino community, I will say, I'm glad you mentioned Snipple, Joe, because when we went there to visit them and kind of like feel them out, I got really emotional because it's the first time I stepped into an animation studio and it was all Filipino artists and animators. It was incredible. I hope this is the first of many, that this does well. So everybody has a story, and I want to hear everybody's story. I want the cultural specific point of view that your guys' story matters, and I want to hear it. It's refreshing and it's beautiful.
And we can tease that is not the only 2D moment, and not the only 2D style that we will see in this movie. Correct?
That is correct.
Okay, that's all we're gonna say. All right, somebody else? Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Trisha. I just want to say thank you for making this movie. Don't want to get emotional, but thank you. Short, sweet question. What is your favorite Filipino food?
It's so hard to choose, but sinigang for life.
Sinigang gang! And kare-kare. With the bagong. I make it actually, and I make it really good. Kare-kare. Not the bagong. And the drum.
Jan, what's your favorite?
I'm gonna be really specific and say my dad's palabok.
All right.
It's a Asian thing. Long life. You gotta have noodles for every celebration. So that has it has flavor and it has profound meaning for living a meaningful life.
You got a favorite Filipino?
I got a favorite Filipino spot in LA.
All right, let's hear it.
Kuya Lord. So what was the candy that we had that you thought you hated, but we all loved?
Overall. Yeah, he loves Overall.
We love
The Goldilocks one is the best. That's the
Joel?
So I'm with Liza. Salmon sinigang is my favorite. Actually, I was in New Jersey for a quick trip, and I surprised my mother-in-law. Like we were visiting, and I texted, I said, "Hey, we're gonna swing by the house." She said, "What do you want for lunch?" Salmon sinigang. She had it ready. It was so good. So.
Yes. Thank you. Go ahead.
Hi, my name's Kayla. I am Filipino Korean, so seeing this movie be just showing Filipino culture making me really excited. I'm nervous. So my question is kind of similar to hers, but it is, what kind of Filipino food are we going to see in the movie? Because growing up, I feel like Filipino food wasn't really talked about a lot, and I remember kids would judge the food that I would eat. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of Filipino food is going to be broadcast in this movie.
First, I'll say there's not enough Filipino food. I wish there was more, but I'm very happy what our artists really brought to life. Especially some highlights I'll list is the crown jewel of every party, the lechon. And then, of course, lumpia is one of Joe's favorite snacks. She's munching the whole movie.
There's a whole spread in one scene, actually, where you'll see it at a Filipino party and there's a whole table full of food. So it'll be a fun thing to figure out what the dishes are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Camille. Oh my God, this is happening. My question is for all three, Dave, Liza, and her. What surprised you most about making this film? Either the story, the characters, or anything as an actor yourself?
surprised you most?
I guess, obviously DreamWorks is like as good as it gets, right? This is like just such an amazing machine that's been cranking out incredible movies for so long. I was surprised from the very first session how much you guys really wanted us to bring ourselves to the roles, to improvise, to try old jokes. Like, it was so loose and collaborative, and that just made it the most fun experience.
Ladies?
This is my first time doing an animated film, so I didn't know what to expect. But based on what a lot of people have said, these guys are so much fun to work with, and nobody needed to tell me that because I had such a great time. But apparently, that's not as common, And the way that they put their hearts into this film, you can feel it, you can see it, and the level of detail. I was so surprised, like. When we were like watching early, screenings, we were like in the movie theater, like, oh my god! At every moment, like even in the last clip you saw, Pasa Lubong, like all the details are so true and authentic, and I was just so surprised at, I don't know, how accurate and how much I felt seen, and that was really, I don't know, it was perfect, but definitely surprising.
I pretty much have the same answer as both of them. This is my second animation project. I did one back in the Philippines called Trece. I had dubbed the Filipino version for that, so the animation was already done. So this was my first time going into a booth without any visual. So it was really surprising and fun to me to find out that they record you while you're doing your recording. And then at the same time, yeah, they gave us a lot of freedom and liberty to kind of play around, try alternative dialogue. They asked me to do a lot of like Filipino alternatives in Tagalog, which I thought was really special too. And I was also surprised by all the little details when I finally got to see the film, the monoblocks. The monoblocks are the thing that really got to me because it's such a staple at every, sorry, I don't know if you guys know what monoblocks are, but they're chairs that are plastic and you see them everywhere in the Philippines, but I feel like I've never seen it in a Hollywood film before, so to see it on the screen, a chair made me cry. But yeah.
Thank you for your question. Thank you all for your questions. I think we are going to watch another.
Wait, real quick. Was someone dressed as Raw out there? Did I hallucinate that?
Are you? Stand up.
Okay. There he is!
Oh my God! Come over here. Yeah.
We gotta give Raw the high five he's been searching for.
Oh my God!
Instinctually knew to say Wahoo.
Dave Franco is the only person on this stage fit enough to jump. Okay, we got another clip.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to set up the clip?
Oh yeah. This is I think this is the mono case.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. This is the chase.
Yeah. So this is the big chase with our big villain, the Manananggal, Manang, played by Lea Salonga. So it's an exciting chase through the jungle, and wanted to introduce you to a couple new characters that they met along the way, just like Wizard of Oz. Dorothy has, her characters that accompany her. We had our own weird-ass version of these awesome. So we have Bungie, a big giant Chinook, a demon baby played by Manny Jacinto.
And they've also picked up a pretty handsome merman. That is a merman, and he's played by Kevin McCann, the voice of Ethical Bug from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
All right, let's see it.